Welcome to the John and Heidi Show podcast.
John and Heidi.
Here's John and Heidi.
Today is a special day, Heidi. Do you know what today is?
What is today, John?
I thought you'd never ask. It's a Tuesday. It is the 17th day of March. There's something special going on today. What was it again? St. Patrick's Day. That's why everybody's wearing green. It's also National Corned Beef and Cabbage Day and National 3D Day. And it's World Social Work Day. Wonder why that landed on this day. So all of those things. And it is a Tuesday, so we have this thing we do every Tuesday.
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Yeah, we call and talk to her dad. So we'll be doing that as well. A lot of fun stuff to get to on this Tuesday program. Do you do much for St. Patrick's Day? I know there's some folks that...
I love St. Patrick's Day.
Some people would like to get their drink on today.
Yeah.
And I just want to say, for those of you who are doing that, please make sure you have a designated driver. I want you to have fun, but I also want you to be safe.
And if you don't have a designated driver, take a Lyft, take an Uber,
taxi,
take a cab, whatever
call a
you
friend,
need to do.
somebody that somehow you'll get home.
Do not get behind the wheel of the car.
No, don't do that. Thanks for listening on St. Patrick's Day.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at the Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Now, surveys and studies and such brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com. Heidi, take a listen to this. According to Resume Coach, these are the top 5 happiest jobs in America.
Okay.
Number 5, real estate agent. That's cool. Number
suppose.
4, HR manager. That's the person that's hiring folks.
I wouldn't think that
Yeah, you
one
wouldn't
would
think
make
so
the
either.
list.
Because I'd be like, hey, I got a problem.
Yeah.
Okay, what happened now?
All right, okay.
Next, number 3, construction manager.
Okay.
Again, I wouldn't have put that on the list,
I wouldn't
but
think so
I'm
either.
glad.
People are constantly not showing up on the job site.
Or, hey, we got one little change. We just want to take this
Yeah.
whole wall out
All
now.
right.
Number 2, IT consultant. And the number 1 happiest job in America, teaching assistant. That's what your mother does. She loves what she does. So that's kind of cool. Usually she does. Thanks for listening to Surveys and Studies and Such, brought to you by BetterCreditCards.com.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at BetterCreditCards.com. That's BetterCreditCards.com.
This is your Brain on Drugs, brought to you by Time4Rehab.com. Officers with the Augusta, Maine Police Department posted on social media an image of 2 patrol SUVs parked behind a riding lawnmower that had reportedly been ridden by an individual accused of operating the vehicle under the influence. According to NBC News, the agency said on Facebook that while it may not be common for an OUI, that's operating under the influence, arrest on a lawnmower, it's a rare case it's not uncommon, they're saying, for that to happen, but it is very uncommon for it to happen in the wintertime. So this happened a couple weeks ago. Jeez. Comments from citizens on the post were understandably humorous. It says, I drove by during the field sobriety test. He could hardly stand, one person said. Another said, wife must have taken the car keys away. Local citizen is who this gentleman was, says that he was so drunk he could hardly stand. So, not good.
That's really sad.
Don't do that. And again, today's a party day and a lot of folks celebrating. Don't ever do that. Bad idea. It's what happens when your brain is on drugs.
John and Heidi.
Now, big screen, little screen, brought to you by ChannelSurferTV.com. Natasha Romanoff is taking care of some unfinished business in the final trailer for Black Widow. Movie hits theaters next month. It's just over a month away. April the 24th is when this is supposed to be out. And I watched the trailer. We saw the trailer for this when we went to the movie last week. I'm trying to think of the name of the movie we went to. Invisible Man.
Yeah.
This trailer played there.
That I wasn't in love with.
What?
Invisible Man.
It wasn't bad. I didn't. You were the one that wanted to see it.
Because compared to all the other garbage that was in the theater,
I told her we're going on a date. We're going to a movie. Pick a movie, and she's like, "Do I have to?" She's looking through the movie. She's like,
good anymore.
Can we do something else? A new show called Motherland tells a story of a group of witches who battle terrorism for the government. What? It's interesting. And Bachelor contestant Peter Weber's family reportedly hates his decision to date Madison Pruitt. Normally, at the end of the season, they get engaged, but these two are just dating, so they're not engaged. So I'm not really sure how that all works, but there you go. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now your scoop of the day brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. This year marks the 70th anniversary of Silly Putty. The bouncy, stretchy pink goo that comes in a plastic egg went on sale as Silly Putty in 1950. But it was invented a few years before that for something else, and then they realized, hey, this is putty.
This is fun to play
and
with.
It's silly.
Yeah.
So we should market this. But what would we call this Silly Putty? I have an idea. Connecticut-based beverage company has a new flavor called Coronavirus Cocktail.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, Avery Soda's released a new beverage capitalizing on the this big virus that's scaring
That's
the
always good.
nation. It's scaring the whole globe. Described as a virulent green concoction, the limited edition soda is a blend of orange and lime flavors. Would you rush right out and try that?
No.
Yeah, me either. I don't think that it'll probably sell well because who wants to drink something named after a virus? I don't know. Maybe it'll do well. A study discovered just how much meat the average carnivore consumes in a lifetime. Meat eaters, like you and me, like people, eat 7,000 animals in their lifetime if you live to be 80 years old. Wow.
Okay, what kind of animals?
I don't know.
It's not like you're eating 7,000 cows as one person. So it's
Could be.
they're probably weighing squirrels and saying, you've had 7,000 of those.
I don't have the study in front of me. The vacuum company, Dyson, and the hand dryer company. You love their hand dryers, don't you? Is that the one? Is that the one that you like?
No, the
Which
Dyson
one do you like?
one typically
Yeah, that's the one that has where you put your hands in the
I
thing
don't
and pull
like
it out.
those.
What's the
Those
one that
aren't
you like?
fun.
It's like a vortex or something.
Yeah,
It blows really hard.
I can't remember what it's called right now because now you've got me on the spot. But it blows out really fast, like your skin
And there's like a dent.
blows around.
She'll take selfies underneath of it with it blowing on her face. And then she'll get unsuspecting victims in the bathroom. People she's never met, strangers,
so funny.
quite often upstanding, fine young ladies. Come over here. Take a photo
You're
with
gonna
me.
do this.
And then these people walk out of the bathroom laughing. I'm like, oh, they must have one of those things. Anyway, not those things, but Dyson. They've unveiled a new cordless hair straightener. It's called the Corral. They already sell other products like a supersonic air swap, and it's a hair drying thing. But the Corral is meant to be used on already dry hair to smooth and straighten and style the hair. How much do you reckon something like this would cost?
How much?
$499.
Wow.
It sounds like a lot of money to me. And
It does.
It just seems like a lot. And one last thing we're going to talk about here, because I just think I'm not a fan of these things. Have you heard of a deep fake? Do you know what a deep fake is? It's
like a football play?
Nope. Synthetic media where a person in an existing video is replaced with somebody else's likeness, and it looks like they're really in it.
Yikes.
There's one of these with William Dafoe.
Oh, I've seen these.
Yeah,
for
stuck
different
into
movies. I have seen these.
They put William Dafoe in to Silence of the Lambs. And it's pretty creepy. I watched it. It looks so real.
Yeah, it does.
I've got a link to that in the show notes if you want to see it. I'm not a fan of these because then you don't know who to trust anymore. You're like, did they really say that, or is that just a deep fake?
Right.
So I don't know. It's in the show notes for today at johnandheidishow.com.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
And it's time right now for my favorite program, something we do every Tuesday just because we can. We pick up the phone to call my father-in-law for a little thing we like to call
Tuesdays with Charlie.
Tuesdays with Charlie, he'll give us some guff. We talk each week and we learn fun stuff. Everyone loves him, he makes us laugh. Sometimes he's wrong, then he fires his staff. Get ready to learn some things. Here we go. It's Tuesdays with Charlie on the John and Heidi Show.
Hey, Charlie, in Iowa, are you guys like above average for temperatures this time of year? Is it like nicer there right now?
It's about average.
Is it about average? Okay, so I kind of wondered how that was. Now, what kind of cool stuff were we going to learn about today?
You know, finger your wedding ring's on.
Yeah?
You know why it's on that finger?
Because it's the ring finger?
I think that finger has
A connection to the heart.
Connect in the artery or vein or something that runs directly to your heart.
Bingo.
Yeah.
We know stuff.
Hey, then here's something for you. Your lips touch when you say the word separate, but they do not touch when you say the word together.
Huh.
Okay.
Never thought. How about when you say apart? They also touch then.
Don't confuse me. I just give you the facts, man. It works because I tried it before I told you that.
I appreciate that.
I bet you did.
Guinea pig, testing things out on himself.
We got to make sure they're factual because we don't lie, you know.
That's
Absolutely.
right. Can't be spreading misinformation.
And then here's something you can try. I tried this too this morning. When you snap your fingers, the sound is created from your middle finger hitting your palm.
When you what now? It's the middle finger hitting your palm. Okay, yeah.
It's not the snap. It's when your finger hits your palm.
Oh.
Ooh, it worked.
It's pretty snappy, Charlie.
Have
You're
another
right.
drink of Bloody Mary.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it's true. It works, doesn't it?
Yeah. Huh.
Oh, well, you drinking coffee yet?
Yes?
Yes.
Of course.
Okay. High atmosphere pressure affects the bubbles in your coffee.
Okay.
The bubbles are close to the center. Expect rain or stormy weather.
Really?
I wouldn't lie to you. This is
Oh, yes, you would.
I need to start paying attention to my coffee.
next time you pour a cup, see where the bubbles are at.
If they go towards the center of the cup, we're going to get storms?
Rain and stormy weather.
All right, good to know.
There's all kinds of stuff you can play with.
I guess so. This is insane.
I should be writing
jotting
this down.
Yeah.
Hey, then, if you live in Denmark
I don't.
and you're unmarried on your 21st birthday, that gives people a social license to pelt you with cinnamon.
So they throw cinnamon at you
Yep,
if you're not married on your 20th birthday.
correct.
Wow.
Is that a good thing?
All good.
I
Is that a good thing? Do you want that?
I don't think so. I like cinnamon, but I don't think I want people throwing it at me.
Walk
That'd be
around like you come out of the
embarrassing.
oven or something.
I don't know what.
Huh.
Our son would be pelted with cinnamon.
Hey, then, now this afternoon, around 3:30, no, not today, but on Wednesday,
Yeah?
women look their oldest every Wednesday at 3:30.
Oh, wow.
Huh.
So come tomorrow at 3:30, don't look at fluff.
I'll be very careful not to.
I wonder why
Look
that
old.
is.
Avoid eye contact. I am going to jot that one down.
And then I got one of these in case you care things.
Okay, what's that?
100 years from now, Facebook is going to be full of dead people.
Yeah, I bet it will
Oh,
be.
yeah.
There's your in case you care thing.
Yeah, I bet even just
It
now
already
they're
is
they're already-
because when
yeah.
people pass away, nobody goes and deletes their accounts or whatever. So,
I have a feeling eventually they'll have something. If an account is inactive for a certain length of time, it'll just go away.
yeah, I don't know.
You would think.
Yeah,
Well,
Yeah.
someday their empire will come crashing down on them. You wait.
that's right. It
That'll
will.
happen.
Yeah.
Is that all you have for us, Charlie?
That's all I got for you.
Well, I have something for you. The blob of toothpaste that sits on your toothbrush has a name. Do you know what that name is?
Nubble grabber. I don't know.
Oh, actually, Nubble Grabber's closer than I thought you'd get. It's a nurdle. 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 It's a nurdle of toothpaste. I don't know who came up with that name, but I bet they were a nerdle, too.
I'm going to look at my toothbrush. You nerdle, you.
I kind of like that name, Nerdle. Well, Charlie, it's always a pleasure to chat with you. Thank you very much for taking the time.
We'll talk to you next week.
Yes, you will.
Bye, Daddy.
Bye, Fluff. Bye, John.
Bye-bye. My father-in-law right there. We talk to him every Tuesday just because we can. It's a little program we like to call Tuesdays with Charlie.
If you grew up in the 70s, 80s, and 90s, you should consider joining us for this amazing vacation.
My wife and I have been to this event the last 3 years, and we've had a blast.
Join us at the Sands.
Hear amazing music from Billy Idol,
Cheap Trick,
Belinda Carlisle,
Little River Band,
The Hooters,
Tesla,
Howard Jones,
and many more.
Plus, meet awesome stars from movies and TV.
It's the best week ever.
Learn more right now at thesands.rocks.
That's thesands.rocks.
Fun fact for you, Heidi.
What's that, John?
Napoleon was once attacked by thousands of rabbits. He was one of the most powerful men in Europe at one point, but he suffered quite the defeat by a bunch of rabbits.
What?
It says after a military victory, Napoleon's chief of staff organized a rabbit hunt to celebrate. Thousands of rabbits were brought in to set loose so they could just, hunt them easily, but instead of hopping away when the cages were open, they turned and attacked them. It says after trying to and failing to shoo them away, the great emperor finally ran for safety in his carriage. So
that's hilarious.
Really, it's kind of funny. Why isn't that in a movie? Because that would be a fun movie scene. But it is today's fun fact.
Not all credit cards are created equally. Some cards have higher rates, some have annual fees, some are just not very good. Often people will sign up for these because that's all they qualify for. But if you've done that, it may be time to get a better credit card. Over time, your situation can change. Then you could qualify for a better credit card, one that offers you a better rate, or one that offers miles, points, cash back, or whatever is the best fit for you. Check it out for free at bettercreditcards.com. That's bettercreditcards.com.
Now, a news headline from somewhere in this world. Dateline Germany. A guy in Germany is in trouble with his wife after claiming he was on a 2-week business trip. Care to guess how she found out he was doing something else?
How?
She looked at his social media posts. What a dummy.
What? He was posting on his own page. Oh, my God.
So he's posting on social media, telling her, I'm on a business trip. Meanwhile, he's on this vacation with his girlfriend.
Yeah, what an idiot.
Yeah, that's not the smartest. I'm not trying to tell people how to get away with cheating because that's the wrong thing to do.
You shouldn't even have to tell anybody that. That's kind of just common sense.
Yeah, well, he ain't got none of that. But it's a news headline from somewhere in this world.
Drinking too much can ruin your life. Alcohol and drug issues can cause problems at work, at home, and pretty much everywhere. If substance abuse has taken over your life and you want to quit, there is help. TimeForRehab.com could be the first step in the right direction for you. TimeForRehab.com would love to help you find a new life beyond addiction. Your insurance company may even cover the cost to help make this happen. You can learn more now at TimeForRehab.com. That's TimeForRehab.com.
Now, some weird news brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com. A former pastor in Houston allegedly stole more than $200,000 from his congregation. This is really sad. 36-year-old Todrick Deshaun Johnson, charged with theft and using... Yeah, Toddrick. Charged with theft and using deception to secure an executive document relating to stolen parishioner funds from Paradise Missionary Baptist Church. He was hired in 2017. Forged the church's president's signature in financial documents. Yikes. And then stashed $201,552 into a secret account. Board members allege in court papers that all this happened. It says the hidden funds went undiscovered until a financial audit in 2018. He then left the church when he was confronted about the missing money.
Yikes.
No longer returning calls. The church's board president, identified in court papers as Raymond Williams, told investigators he did not authorize Johnson or anyone else to open this account, and they're really not too thrilled with him doing this. It's
classic Todrick.
I don't.
With a name like that.
I don't know any other Todricks. I don't know.
Is anybody shocked? I mean, a name like that, the guy turns out to not be...
There's probably some good Todricks. There may be
never heard that name.
Well, there could be a good Todrick listening right now.
I bet he took that money, bought himself a sailboat, he's got a sweater tied around his neck, and he's drinking White Claws. Just sounds like a...
Why don't you calm down on that side of the desk? This is today's Weird News.
Todrick.
Brought to you by WeirdGiftOfTheDay.com.
John and Heidi.
Now your moment of duh, brought to you by InsuranceChicken.com. A Flagler County, Florida man has been arrested after deputies say he was caught red-handed stealing groceries last week. Later, he pretended to be a federal officer. This is such a bizarre story.
It's okay. I'm a cop.
No, it says they came into contact with a man identified as Leroy Stoltmeyer. He was caught trying to exit a store with 2 boxes of potatoes and a grouper filet. That sounds like a nice little meal.
So
deputies
2 boxes
say,
of potato. I mean, how much is he out there? Is this man struggling?
well, I don't know. It says the prevention officer stopped him. He stated he didn't have to pay for the items. He identified himself as a U.S. Marshal, placed a shopping bag on the ground, and exited the store. When they approached him in his vehicle, it says he displayed a golden badge and a black holder that read United States Marshal on it. He was arrested,
People are
taken
supposed
into
to believe
custody.
That marshals don't have to pay for their groceries?
Yeah, I don't know. False impersonation of a federal law officer.
Yikes, that's what hurt him.
Yeah, he was booked into the detention center there. I'm sad to hear that somebody's stealing a meal, because if you're hungry, there are places that will feed you, but
Right.
don't do that.
Boxed potatoes,
Yeah,
what is
don't-
that, $1 a box?
Yeah,
Or
don't
not
do that, and
much?
don't pretend to be an officer.
That's too bad.
It's a bad idea. It's
But I
today's
want to be a marshal.
moment.
I've decided.
Okay.
I'm going to get my license and start that.
This is today's moment of doubt. That what he did, not what she said.
Introducing InsuranceChicken.com. Why InsuranceChicken.com? Why not? Another insurance company has a duck, one has an emu, and that other company has a lizard. So InsuranceChicken.com is no more silly than any of those. Is it time for you to cross the road for your insurance? Don't be chicken. Check out InsuranceChicken.com. We'll help you peck out the best insurance rates we can find at InsuranceChicken.com. That's InsuranceChicken.com.
Now, fake news or Florida? Heidi, tell me, is this a true story from the great state of Florida, or is it hashtag fake news made up just to trick you and amuse me?
All right.
All right, fake news or Florida? A Florida man arrested for writing profanity in the sand at a family beach. Fake news or Florida?
Fake news.
Fake news it is. Yes, fake news.
Yes.
How did you know that?
Because I've written profanity in the beach and nobody does anything about it.
The cops came by and said, you spelled that one wrong. Oh, thank you. You help me erase this, officer? No, that's probably not how it would go down. But yeah, that is fake news, thank goodness. Coming up, we've got some good news to get to. That is on the way. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.
John and Heidi.
This portion of the John and Heidi Show is brought to you by the John and Heidi Show. That sounds kind of funny, but it's true. Go to your local radio station and ask them to start carrying the John and Heidi Show. Here's the best part. They can carry the show for free. They play a couple commercials, but it doesn't cost them anything every month. So if you know a radio station that could use a little bit of help, send them our way. Send them to johnandheidishow.com. Again, johnandheidishow.com. We would love to do a radio program in your community. Then you could listen to the podcast and listen to us on the radio.
John and Heidi.
We always like to wrap things up around here with good news, and I think this is good news. Comes your way courtesy of BetterCreditCards.com. This is, I think, a really neat thing. Thousands of meals that were meant for Arnold's Sports Festival, for Arnold Schwarzenegger, are going to instead be sent to Nashville to feed first responders. It says thousands of meals meant for an Ohio sports festival that has been canceled are now going to be sent to Nashville because all of the people that are working on cleanup for the tornado there,
Right.
They said, hey, here's a way
wonderful.
to take something that is really sad because they canceled this event, but they said here's a way to take, because they had 250,000 people coming.
Right.
There's a lot of food. So it says the Arnold Classic Expo was canceled, but they sent the food over this other
That's
direction.
wonderful. At least something good is coming out of their rash decision to cancel an event.
Well, and there's been a ton of things canceled here.
I know.
So this sports festival didn't happen. Instead, the food goes to the Nashville area in the aftermath of the largest tornado
That's
to
wonderful.
hit that area. I think that's
I'm
really,
glad they're
really
doing
cool.
something good.
Yeah, absolutely. I've got a link to the story. It's in the show notes for today if you'd like to read that. And you can find the show notes at johnandheidishow.com. Time to say goodbye, Heidi.
That's future Marshal Heidi.
Oh, I'm sorry. Time to say goodbye, future Marshal Heidi.
Goodbye, future Marshal Heidi.
That's just too hard to say.
It is hard to say.
Goodbye, everybody. Thanks for listening to the John and Heidi Show on a Tuesday.